Hello to everyone. Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the soulmate unions of 2023. Now, generally, I tend to name them the divine masculine and feminine. But what I find over time from doing these readings on my end, whether it's personal readings or just kind of tapping into the energy, is that one thing is for sure is that we're all on different levels. And to use the term divine masculine and divine feminine, both people would need to be already in their divinity and to have done the work to heal. So that doesn't take away from the fact that you might yourself be a divine masculine or divine feminine, or you may be dealing with a divine masculine or feminine, someone who has the potential to step into their divinity. But I feel like the terms can become kind of confusing. And so, for the sake of including those of you who are currently in partnerships with soulmates who might not necessarily be in their divinity, but who have a strong potential or who are meant to go through the healing and transformation process in order to get there. But you've come into union with them and they have, things are still rocky or whatever the case may be. You still find that there's karmic energy within the partnership. I want to just say soulmate unions for 2023 for the sake of not confusing you all, okay? So, of course, your divine masculine, divine feminine is also a soulmate. It's just one who has risen to a higher plane of, evolution spiritually. And so the two of you come together to do really great things and to shift the energy, but it's first a process that has to happen on an individual scale. And so it doesn't mean that the person who you have met that is currently in karmic energy cannot eventually step into their divinity and be considered a divine masculine and feminine. As a matter of fact, all of us have been in karmic energy at some point in time before we have done the healing work. For those of you who already say, I recognize that I am a divine masculine and feminine, at some point you were most certainly a karmic soulmate to someone, okay? And so it's important for us to not get too caught up in terms, but more so putting more emphasis and focus on, is this person actually taking the time out to acknowledge their faults, to do the work to heal, to go through the transformation, and to put in the dedicated effort to step into their divinity. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to look into the soulmate unions for 2023. What can you anticipate with your soulmate? So I'll start off by pulling for the current energy between the two of you. So let's see what's going on. Current, ooh, those cards just fell out, okay? Um, Now this is too many cards, so I want to make sure that I have some order here. So current energy for 2023. And of course, for those of you who desire private readings, be sure to email me. I'll be leaving that in the description box. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you find that this message resonates with you. So current energy. So it looks like Two of Pentacles in a reverse. There's a decision that's being made to release something, okay? Because in the upright is that energy of juggling, juggling two things here. So I'm going to clarify to see what the Two of Pentacles in the reverse is. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone might be releasing something. So let's lay a few cards out to see what's going on with the current energy. Okay. Three of Wands in a reverse. Okay. So it's that energy of no longer waiting. Okay. No longer feeling optimistic about someone or something. Okay. Someone is releasing something here. So we'll see, because the number 3 comes out right after that. It could have been having a decision to make between two. That may not be the case for everyone. It doesn't always have to be two people. It can be, family over love, work over love, toxic behavior patterns or friends over love. And so the third party can be outside energy. It doesn't always have to be another romantic interest. But if that does resonate with you in terms of another romantic interest, it definitely looks like someone has made a decision to release and no longer anticipating or waiting on something here. Because it looks like someone wants to, oh, wow, the Empress just popped out of my hand. Someone wants to invest in the Empress here, okay? So the Empress definitely will sit in her divine feminine energy, okay? In order to get into the Empress energy, you have done quite a bit of work to heal. And so I could most certainly, I'm not negating the fact that there's definitely divine masculine and feminine that's a part of this reading, but just for the sake of not confusing you, I'm calling it soulmate unions, whether you in a karmic one or, only you know. But for sure, this Empress here, it looks like someone has made up their mind. It could also be that this Empress has decided to release something and no longer waiting. It looks like the feminine energy is more focused on self care and self love and really nurturing herself and healing and balancing her energy, recognizing what she deserves, knowing her own value. So it looks like now someone wants to invest, okay? And sorry, y'all, the lighting is not so good. I have to get me another tripod. I will do that eventually. But someone is definitely wanting to invest in this Empress now, especially now that the feminine energy has found her self-worth and, loves herself here. Yeah, someone wants a second chance, okay? So it looks like I'm feeling like it's the masculine energy that wants a second chance with the feminine. So if the energy is swapped, feel free to swap it based on your circumstance because it's not possible to pull the energy for every single person. But I'm strongly picking up that a masculine wants a second chance with the feminine energy after maybe a lot of time apart, doing a lot of deep reflecting, self-reflecting, shining that light on those areas that needed to be seen here. And it feels like wanting to heal a situation after a time of betrayal with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, okay? Definitely wanting to invest and to nurture something here with the feminine energy. I'm seeing that very clearly. It feels like someone has been evaluating their past actions towards this feminine energy, doing a lot of, again, self-reflecting and really taking a good look at the behavior patterns that they displayed. And I feel like they have been under an energy of judgment, where either the Most High has been, placing them under, strict judgment, or they're judging themselves. And they really do see that transparency is very important. Being themselves is very important. And I see that they're starting to see the value in what the seeds that was planted in this relationship. So if you've been in this relationship for an extended period of time, it feels like something has already been rooted here. Okay, this doesn't feel like it's that new, but for some of you, it could be, but it feels like it's something that is definitely from the past, where the masculine likely wants to revive something with this feminine who has put in a lot of work to heal, okay, and to become the best version of herself. And so this masculine now sees her value. I see this energy of watching, okay, watching the feminine energy, maybe even studying and taking note of who she is becoming. Maybe a little bit of spying with the Page of Swords, because that's definitely what that can indicate. But I see communication coming in. If there's been a time of no communication with the Hermit, that could indicate someone going into isolation. Sometimes it could even indicate ghosting a situation. The Knight of Swords is here at the bottom of the deck to show that someone comes rushing in out of this energy. And it also feels like from the way that I'm seeing these cards is that this is the masculine energy rushing in towards the feminine who has found peace in being in hermit mode, who has found peace in just going within and focusing in on herself and those things that she wants to nurture and to grow. So what I'm picking up is that the feminine energy has released the waiting or the expectation of this masculine. It's like no longer waiting, no longer putting her focus in that direction. And so she's withdrawn her energy from the masculine. And it looks like as a result of this, he's now rushing in and also feeling this energy of abandonment and being left out in the cold. Okay. And so, like I said, this could be vice versa. I do see that there's a strong energy of someone maybe even grieving the loss of the situation and wanting to rush in. So let's see. Yeah, because the Five of Swords is here. So, I feel like I am picking up an energy of a potential third party situation here. Let me clarify the Five of Swords because, okay, the Tower is what came out. Five of Swords is clarified by the Tower. So something has happened here, okay? This could be like some sort of manipulation, someone trying to get a one up on the other person, someone that wants to win at all cost here with the Five of Swords. And this could have brought some sort of tower down in this situation here. And it looks like as a result of this, there's been a lot of deep reflecting to really evaluate, okay, is this what I want? Is this what I desire? Let me see who's in this energy. What is this Tower? But I definitely see changes. A lot of changes have been happening within the soulmate connection. Um, Maybe some arguments, feelings of abandonment. What is the Tower? Definitely see betrayal here. Okay, so the Tower is the Moon in reverse. So some sort of secret gets revealed here. Something gets brought to light. And as a result of this, it brings down this Tower, which is a necessary divine intervention, because without it, this stays hidden. Whatever was in the dark stays hidden. So let me see. What is the Moon in the reverse? Something gets revealed here about some sort of manipulation, maybe even potentially in regards to a third-party situation. What is the Moon in reverse? Okay, so the Moon in reverse is the Six of Swords. It could be that someone comes out and reveals like, hey, I'm leaving, I'm moving forward, because you go from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords. So it's like someone could have come out and spoken their truth in regards to no longer wanting to participate in this type of negative energy here. And so wanting to, pack up and move into a more positive direction. Let me see. Clarify the Moon in reverse again. What gets revealed? So someone decides that through this Tower energy, they reveal that they're no longer going to stay in this energy of battling with someone here. The Moon in reverse. Okay, so what I have, yeah, 10 of Wands. And the Seven of Cups is in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So it's like making up your mind to release something that was very heavy and burdensome. So someone comes out and expresses their true feelings in regards to how they felt about the dynamics of this situation. The Tower comes down, and I see this energy of moving on. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm just feeling like it's like, just based on these cards, okay? Of course, like I said, take it how it resonates. It could be vice versa, okay? I could be reading this backwards for some of you, but this is the feminine energy. This is the masculine energy. Then right behind this masculine is a third person. It feels like the feminine is saying, I am getting ready to move on. I'm leaving. I'm done with this. And the masculine is like, they're tired, but there's someone here that's always trying to cause problems. Third party situation. Like I said, this could be family, this could be romantic interest, this could be anyone outside of the connection between the two people. And so it feels like the masculine is tired, headaches, just tired of the situation that some outside person has been causing between the two. And as a result, so is the feminine is very tired and saying, okay, I'm getting ready to pack and move into a more positive direction because this is not it. After doing a lot of self-evaluating, looking at the situation for what it is, no longer keeping things hidden, recognizing that this is very heavy and burdensome. What I'm seeing is, especially with these two cards also, is that this feminine energy decides, I'm no longer carrying the weight of this situation. It's been heavy. it's been like carrying a bunch of bags and just baggage. And so as a result, you see how in this one she has the suitcase, but she has all of these other bags here. In this one, Six of Swords, she only has the suitcase. So it's like, I'm only taking what I need. Anything else that's been heavy and burdensome, I'm releasing that so that I can pack light and be free to move into a new direction. And so the it feels like the feminine energy is no longer carrying the burden of the relationship anymore. And so it's definitely I'm picking up a strong energy that the masculine wants to come rushing in now, because they see that the feminine energy is moving on, okay? Moving on into a new direction. And now they're trying to do what they can to catch up, okay? To come rushing in to speak whatever truth they have here. And so look at that. Wow. Speaking of rushing in, you got the Chariot here at the bottom of the deck. So this is, this could be getting in a car, coming towards a person to speak their truth. This could also be just saying, okay, I've made my decision and wanting to move forward successfully, okay? Making a firm decision to move forward successfully. And Seven of Swords, look at that. Seven of Swords is in reverse with the sun right behind that. So with the sun coming out and the moon coming out in the reverse, it shows me that everything gets revealed. Everything gets put out on the table. Seven of Swords in reverse is that energy of no more deception, because at the end of the day, what's above this person in the upright is the moon. But either way, the sun is shining next to this energy. So it shows you that something gets revealed. Some sort of deceptive energy gets revealed. And so it looks like, because actually these two figures, based on what they're wearing, just look like he swapped out the jeans for some shorts. It looks like it's the same energy right here. This masculine now wants to come rushing in after being deceptive at one point. Okay, but being that this is in a reverse, he wants to come rushing in to express the truth, because he recognizes that the Empress is not going to accept anything less, because she knows her value. Okay, the Empress knows her value. And so this masculine is now having to do what's necessary to rectify the situation after feeling left out in the cold, knowing that this Empress can attract a lot of different suitors. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is in the reverse with the Two of Swords. It feels like there's an energy of being blocked. There's this energy of, yeah, someone is blocked. Something is not moving ahead here. And I feel like this is why the masculine wants to come rushing in, because they're not getting communication from this feminine here. Someone is not getting any communication. Someone is definitely in distress in regards to this. Let me see. What is the Eight of Wands in the reverse? So this is someone who now wants to take action. So it feels like it may have even been the masculine energy who was blocking the feminine at one point. Maybe the two of you blocked each other. Maybe the two of you blocked each other. And now the masculine wants to take action. This is someone who knows what they want, and they're going to courageously and boldly go after it. And so this actually is right next to the Empress. This masculine this King of Wands understands that this Empress has a lot of value. And so they're not going to allow this type of person to get away. And so even though things were not moving forward, things were blocked, the two people might have even blocked one another, it feels like this masculine is going to take the initiative, because the Empress does not get off of her throne. Okay, the Empress does not chase anyone. She might let you know what her desires are, because she's very transparent and open about her desires, but she's not going to chase anyone, because she has too many options, and she recognizes that. And so let me see. Yeah, we have the Temperance card coming out here. It's just showing me that someone wants to balance things out. Someone wants long-term commitment. Okay, and this could definitely, what's peeking through is the Wheel of Fortune down here. So it shows you that this was a destined turn of events that is happening right now for these the soulmate union here. Destined turn of events, changes. Someone is changing drastically in order to be able to come in and offer a long-term commitment here. Someone wants to balance things out and to heal this situation here. Yes, definitely wanting to come forward and communicate their truth. I currently have now the King of Wands and the King of Swords out in terms of masculine energy with the Empress on the board. And so it feels like the masculine is ready to take action courageously, boldly, confidently, and they want to be direct and straightforward and honest when it comes to their communication because they recognize this is the only way to heal this connection. Direct, honest, straightforward communication is the only way to heal this union here. And so they're coming in with the right intentions. I feel like they're definitely coming in fast. And yeah, wanting to move towards their wish fulfillment because they see this Empress as being everything that they desire. And so this will bring them a lot of happiness and wish fulfillment. So let me see. I'm going to look into how they feel. So the person that you're thinking about, how do they feel about this connection at this time? Okay, so I have the Page of Pentacles. They want to make an offer here. Six of Wands is in reverse. They want to make an offer and move things forward towards something that's going to be successful. They want to give you the recognition that you deserve. Right behind that is the Six of Pentacles. They want equal give and take, reciprocity in the relationship. Wow, right behind that is the Ten of Pentacles. So how do they feel? They want everything with you. They want this to be a very secure relationship. They want to build with you. Um, they want to have a family with you with the Ten of Pentacles, maybe even merge families. But I do see a lot of children here. So maybe you all have children already. But this is like, um, definitely long term creating a generational wealth, business partnerships, bringing assets together. They want everything here with you. How do they feel? Let me pull a couple more cards. How does the person that you're thinking about feel about you at this time? Okay, so the Three of Swords comes out in the reverse. They want to heal this situation. It feels like this person has done a lot of work to overcome the past pain here. Let me clarify Three of Swords in the reverse. They do want to heal this, though, that's for sure. They want to leave the past pain behind and move forward to something more stable. Yep. The Nine of Wands is here in the reverse. So, and I'm also see the Lovers is in the reverse. It feels like somebody had to let go of someone else because that's what we started off with, right? We started off with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And so for them, this person sees that in order to make this work. Now, again, I'm going to remind you, this could be for you or this could be for them. The energy could be backwards. Take it how it resonates. But it feels like this person, someone here wants to release something that was standing in the way, something that might have caused pain in the past, but they don't want to bring in that type of energy anymore. They don't want to bring any of the past pain um, into the relationship anymore. They want you to be able to let your guards down. They want you to be more open. They want you to be more trusting in this situation. And so as a result, with the Lovers coming out in the reverse, that's a strong indicator that someone has made up their mind to let go of something. Let me clarify the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so the Lovers in the reverse is clarified by the Ace of Wands coming out in the reverse. So it could have been a situation, where, look at that, the Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. Somebody is definitely letting something go here. I feel like it is potentially a Queen of Wands in the reverse. This will be someone who is very jealous, very insecure. She's not seated in her power. And could be very malicious when it comes to how she handles things, but could also be in a promiscuous energy as well. depending on, what's going on in terms of her insecurities. But it feels like it doesn't have to be a feminine, it doesn't have to be a female, but this Queen of Wands in the reverse is who's being released here. And so someone has made up their mind to clear this energy out. It could be a fire sign energy that your person was dealing with, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it doesn't have, it could be a Gemini. It can be an earth sign. I got a few different energies that's coming out here. So that doesn't necessarily play a factor here, but it's just showing me with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, this could have been something that got off the ground. It felt like it had a spark initially, but when the Ace of Wands comes out in the reverse, it's like a spark that happens, but it simmers out very quickly. So it could have been something that was not long term that was created between these two people. And so now that spark has died out. It could have been very passionate initially with the lovers here. But it feels like the flame that got this going was more so sexually, it was sexually motivated, okay, that got this relationship together. It was not any real substance to it outside of the sexual connection, and so that's why the flame died out pretty quickly. And so this situation is being released, and I see that someone is now grieving the energy of the past. So we're still talking about the feelings of the person that you're thinking about. So um the Five of Cups is grieving, feeling like you've taken losses with a situation, Six of Cups from the past. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a missed opportunity. This could also be because, yeah, actually the Five of Cups landed next to the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This could be the person that got released is now in a grieving energy, feeling left out in the cold. Um, because they might have known this person from their past, or maybe they felt a very strong connection to this person. And I feel like it's also triggering some abandonment issues for this Queen of Wands in the reverse, because naturally they are already dealing with insecurities, lack of self-confidence. And so it feels like it's making them go back down memory lane into childhood, where they may have felt abandoned by a parental figure, or even relationships from their past. And so let me see, how do you feel about this person? How do you feel about the soulmate connection? So what came out is the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and then the Ten of Cups. It feels like you desire to have a long-term connection with this person, but your heart chakra might be blocked. Okay, your heart chakra might be blocked. Maybe there's a fear of taking this opportunity here. Let me see, why is the Ace of Cups in the reverse? Queen of Cups is in the reverse. Somebody's heart chakra is blocked here. Somebody is afraid to love. Somebody is afraid to be too vulnerable and transparent in this situation. And so strong water sign energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, doesn't have to be, but strong water sign energy coming out. So it feels like a lot of emotions are surrounding this situation when it comes to how you feel. And so because you've been emotionally invested in this situation in the past, maybe there's a fear of opening up and being too vulnerable, because in the upright, the Queen of Cups is like surrendering, surrendering to whatever, her, whatever emotions are felt here. But with it coming out in the reverse, it's like, I don't know if I want to put myself out there to get hurt again. And so while you may desire to come together and to build with this person, there's a strong hesitancy to do so. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, you might feel that this person is not being completely honest with you, okay? Now, see, the King of Cups is here. Wow, and the Emperor is here at the bottom of the deck, okay? So we just saw the Queen of Cups. Now, we also have the Empress here. So some of you, this could actually be a marriage, but it doesn't have to be. It could be long-term connections. It could be a mother and a father, two people that share children together. So I am seeing, though, that the King of Cups is here. It feels like you love this person, but you're having to really control your emotions. You're having to express your love in a different type of way, in a way where you're not being too vulnerable. And I'm feeling like, with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it just feels like it's still off balance here when it comes to the two people allowing the situation to, to welcome in open emotions, okay? Because this is a partnership, especially with the Emperor coming here, right here at the bottom of the deck. But behind that, I have the Five of Wands. So that could be why there's this energy of holding back, because someone here feels as if, they would have to be in competition for the other person. And so this Five of Wands actually landed up underneath the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So it shows me that the feminine energy is likely feeling as if they cannot be fully open and transparent and vulnerable with the masculine because of competition, other energies that are standing in the way, or other potentials. If this person likes to, have people that are in competition over, you know, over them, because of something going on with their ego, because the Emperor can be, pretty stubborn. But it feels like the masculine here wants to step up and do the right thing. The masculine wants to be open, because that's what I was waiting to see when I saw the King of Wands and the King of Swords. I said, okay, well, the next king that comes out will be the King of Cups. And if it's in the upright, then it shows me that this masculine is getting very close to stepping into the Emperor energy, which is someone who is embodying the divine masculine energy, and who is in alignment with all of the kings that come here. So the only one that's not here is the King of Pentacles. I haven't seen the King of Pentacles yet. So it could be, because I have the Five of Pentacles up here, someone might be dealing with financial issues as well. There's a possibility that someone could be dealing with financial issues, and it might be the masculine energy here. But it does show me that this masculine wants to step up and do the right thing. He wants to be honest. He wants to come in with integrity. And he definitely has an open heart at this point, because he sees the value of the Empress. And so he knows that in order for this to work, he has to come in matching the energy of the Empress. So the feminine energy is operating from a space of self-love, but she's not willing to throw herself into the connection at this time, because I feel like she's watching to see what moves, which is pretty interesting because he's holding a chess piece. What moves is the Emperor going to make? Are you going to make wise moves? Are you going to make strategic moves? Are you going to make moves that bring forth a win? Or are you coming in bringing forth a lose based on the moves that you're making? So the Empress is watching him, but she's studying him with her spiritual eyes, because her eyes are closed here. She's not looking at necessarily, she's paying attention to the things that the masculine is doing in the feminine, in she's paying attention to what the masculine is doing in the physical, but more so focused on how she feels. What she intuitively feels is coming from this masculine energy. And so let me see. Yeah, definitely standing in her strength right now. And so holding back. The strength card can also be holding yourself back from jumping too fast, but also in her strength, establishing those healthy boundaries for herself. And so let me see. I'm going to put these cards back. I'm going to reshuffle. And the next thing that we're going to look into is what might be blocking this relationship. And then we'll see where this might go, and a little bit of advice towards the end, because this time is going by fast and I got 1 hour to film this. So let me see. What is blocking the connection between yourself and this person? What is standing in the way? We already see that, fear of being too vulnerable is standing in the way, but also someone needing to come in to rectify their wrongdoings and to bring in honesty and integrity about their actions, and being willing to put in the work to show that they recognize the value of the other person, and reciprocity. So what is blocking right now? Like I said, there is someone who is disappointed, who was a third party in the situation, who may have gotten released and is feeling very insecure and left out in the cold here. What is blocking the connection? Three of Wands in the reverse. So needing to feel more optimistic about where things could go. There is like a pessimistic energy of feeling like, this is not going to go anywhere. So that thought process is also blocking the connection. Let me see what else is blocking the connection, or it could be standing in the way of things kind of flowing right now. So regardless of which end you stand on, that will be good to work on that energy if you desire to be with this person. What also is standing in the way is the Hermit. So there's still a lot of distance between the masculine and feminine that's coming out in this message. Someone has not made a move just yet because they're not feeling so optimistic. There's still distance. Someone wants their, because the Hermit can definitely be someone that's saying, I just want to be alone right now. I just want to be in my own space right now. And so it's that energy of not taking action. So that's the energy that's blocking. What else is blocking this connection? King of Swords in the reverse. So someone is not openly communicating their truth, or suppressing what they really want to say. Four of Swords in the reverse. Let me see. Yeah, someone still needs to heal. And so things are postponed right now because someone needs to awaken and see things from a different perspective. And I strongly sense this is the masculine energy with the King of Swords in the reverse, needing to heal in order to openly communicate their truth. And so there's an energy of just waiting, hanging here, doing some deep reflecting, but not really taking action here. There's a strong energy of guarding. So what else is standing in the way is someone is guarding and blocking their heart right now, holding back. And it could also, with the Four of Pentacles, that could also indicate someone is having difficulties financially and needing to, they're holding back. You know, it might come off as somewhat selfish in the relationship. And so they could be postponing moving forward because they feel like they don't have enough to give. Because like I said, I noticed that the King of Pentacles did not come out of all of the kings. So what is going on? Let me see. Let me clarify. The Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman is justice. Someone knows that right now they are going to be things are going to be postponed until they balance a situation out. For some people, this could also indicate that they can't make a move until something is legalized, because the justice can deal with the justice system. Let me see, what is justice? So there could be someone who can't move forward right now. Yeah, the Five of Wands. There could be like some combative energy or something going on with the judicial system that could prevent them from moving ahead. But I also see that this is the energy of being postponed or on hold because they recognize that they need to make this right with the justice card coming out. They have to come forward with integrity, and all of this energy of having competition around and other people fighting for their affections or whatever the case may be, that has to be released. And so it's like not making a move until they clear all of those additional energies out. The Knight of Pentacles is here. And so that is that energy of slow moving energy, taking your time to get there. And I feel like it's because someone is dealing with financial issues as well. That might not be the case for everyone, but it definitely feels like that's a situation there. Then I have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Let me see, because this could be bad news. Some sort of negative communication or immature communication or premature communication. What is the Page of Wands in the reverse? Two of Pentacles. So somebody might have, communicated that they're still trying to make a decision. They're still trying to, okay, I feel like this strongly deals with finances though, because the Six of Pentacles is in a reverse. Somebody might feel what's blocking is that someone may not feel confident in coming forward because they're not able to give what is necessary in terms of like security. And I feel strongly it's the masculine energy because the only thing that I have here in this spread is a king. And so it feels like the masculine energy is holding back, postponing, because they may not be completely upfront and honest about their financial position. And so this could have caused some conflict with the Five of Wands within a relationship in the past and kept things kind of up and down. And so I'm seeing that they're taking their time because the ultimate goal is to get to the 10 of Pentacles. But it looks like they have a lot of work to do to get there. But I also see the Two of Cups. So they do have a strong desire. This is a strong soulmate connection between two people who potentially, because the Two of Cups came out right on top of the 10 of Pentacles. So two people who potentially have a family together or who are desire to create a family together or merge families together, but I definitely see something that is long-term and stable. Strong soulmate energy that has the potential to go the distance. And so what I have here is the Judgment and the Knight of Cups coming out. Someone is going to have to be transparent, vulnerable, open, authentic to who they truly are and come forward with genuine intentions, not, and be themselves. That's the main thing. And so maybe, what's blocking is that someone might not feel that they have enough to offer to the table in order to come forward for the second chance. He's coming in holding flowers. And I see a few little gifts down there in the corner in this basket. So it's like, okay, this is what I have to offer. This is what I have to give. And hoping that this is enough because they're feeling like, financially, they're just not going to be able to give what the feminine might be desiring in order to move up towards this 10 of Pentacles. So they're hesitating. The masculine is kind of hesitating, saying, okay, maybe I'll hold back for a time because this could cause conflict and chaos moving ahead if I don't have enough to give financially. But I'm cutting the deck at the Lovers. This is a very strong connection. Two of Cups and the Lovers, but it's also, yeah, and the Four of Wands. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely a strong connection right here. And someone has come to realize that you are their soulmate. And so this is a very magnetic, very passionate connection that the two of you share with one another. And so someone is ready to step up and do the right thing now. I do see that. But there's also this energy of still having, let me see. Someone might still have to make a decision to release someone else that was standing in the way, a third party situation. It feels like they're going to have to do what's necessary to clear that energy out before things can really move ahead in a healthy direction. So let me just see where this might go moving ahead. Wow. So I'm cutting the deck at the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. So that's a strong potential for marriage. If you're already married, for a situation to come back in alignment, for the two people to maybe even move in together, level up together, and evolve higher together, even spiritually. I do see strong potential. So where might things go in this connection? I'm cutting the deck at the Temperance. So healing is taking place. Being very patient with the other person, trying to find some sort of emotional balance in the situation. Where might things go? I see a lot of passion. Someone is going to be taking action here, passionate action forward. Let's see, where might things go? The Death card. It's going to be a real transformation, and the Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of passion is going to reignite and reawaken the connection. This could also be like sexual energy between the two people, but the Death card is showing me that something is changing here. And this Death card landed on top of the Knight of Wands, which is good because someone is transforming. It feels like if someone was in this flighty energy, or where they, might have been just kind of jumping from one person to the next type of energy, someone is transforming and putting that to rest, and they want a passionate new beginning here. I definitely see that. It's like an energy of a clean slate, someone recognizing the importance of changing themselves. And look at that, Two of Wands, where things headed. Someone is making a decision. Someone is planning here. So lots of fiery energy. And also with this Two of Wands, it shows me that someone is leaving something else behind them and looking forward to the future with this Ace. This is the same energy. This is the Ace of Wands right here. and the Ace of Wands would be what they're holding in their hand. So someone is taking advantage of this new passionate beginning, and it feels like they do not want to release that. Where are things headed in this connection? Soulmate energy for 2023. We got the Empress coming out here. So this is something that is definitely going to grow. It's going to continue to evolve and grow. Three of Pentacles. You're going to be able to work together. You're going to be building together in this connection here. Look at that. The Four of Swords and the King of Swords. This is someone who comes forward to speak their truth and to heal this situation. It's going to be a time of postponement, though, before this happens, because this person has to go through a transformation, a death and a rebirth. And so the feminine energy will still be seated in her power, doing the work to maintain and to continue to heal. But I also see that the masculine is going to be working on himself and getting prepared to come forward and speak his truth and to work to build on this relationship. And that's why we have the Hangman here again, which shows postponement, but also seeing things from a higher perspective and gaining some enlightenment. And then you have this energy of the Eight of Wands. Things will move ahead. Communication will be happening and things will begin to move forward after that. But the communication might be blocked. But I see that the communication opens up again. So lots of communication between the two people, and then the Lovers here. So like I said, that passionate energy of coming back together, reawakening that flame. Yeah, the Star card is here. So if you've been hoping for this relationship to come back together, this is that card of wish fulfillment, but it's also the card of healing. And so it takes a lot to get to the Star energy, which means you had to go through a lot. You had to do a lot of healing. You had to go through a lot of self-actualization, and just balancing out of your emotions, and putting to rest anything that was low vibrational or karmic in your energy. And so it looks like that's what's going to happen with this connection, is that whoever was seated in the karmic energy, whoever was not working on themselves or bringing a lot of stressful energy to the relationship, is now going through a transformation, and then they're going to come forward and offer this love. I also see balance financially. It feels like this person is going to feel a lot more confident when they feel more independent financially as well. And at that point, they'll be able to open up their heart and really accept this offer, or to bring this offer of love. I'm going to take one more card, and then I'm going to move on for advice. So one more card. Yeah, Three of Swords is coming out, but the good thing is that it is in a reverse. So it does show that the pain from the past is now going to be healed, but somebody is going to be left out in the cold. And I feel like that's going to be whoever this third party is. Okay, someone will be hurt in the situation, but this is someone who may need to go through this pain, and this feeling of abandonment, who would be more than likely the third party, because they have a lot of insecurities and they're needing to do a lot of self-reflecting. And a lot of times the only way to get to that place of recognizing that there is a wound is for someone to come in and inflict pain on that wound that you didn't know was there. That way you can see it, address it, and start doing the work to mend it. So let me see. Advice for you all concerning this soulmate connection in 2023. Look at that. Wow, I'm cutting the deck at love, and I'm cutting the deck at a fiery climax approaches. So like I said, it feels like a passionate new start here. A lot of sexual energy is coming through, but it's not just sexual energy, but it's love that's coming through with that sexual energy. And so it feels definitely genuine and not something that's just surface energy. So let me see what's coming out in terms of advice. Yeah, I'm cutting the deck at the Sacrifice card, which is the same thing as the Hangman. It just feels like someone knows that they're going to have to make certain sacrifices in order for this relationship to work. I have Moving On. I'm cutting the deck at Moving On, and then Destiny. So it's like this energy of moving away from that negative energy in the past. let's see, forgive. So it's going to be forgiveness that happens here. And it was destined for the two of you to fix this suffering in silence. There's still that energy of not really openly communicating. But I feel like, yeah, it's only because rest and rejuvenate. It's this energy of healing, working on, someone is working on healing themselves. And so if you feel like they're not really communicating as much, it seems like it's likely because they're working on forgiving you or forgiving themselves or both. And also finding their own internal balance here. Then I have material harvest. So this is growth, okay? This is growth. I also have relaxation. So if you feel up in arms about this, if you feel, antsy or anxious, you want to relax, you want to find your own inner peace and balance, and know that this was destined to come back together. It was destined for you. Look at that. Spiritual union. This is a spiritual connection right here. Look at that. A win-win outcome is forecast. So the scales are going to be balanced. This is a spiritual connection. The two of you are going to grow spiritually together. Strong soulmate energy. And then you have here the waiting game. So advice is be patient. The seeds have been planted. Allow them to grow. And know that you want to make sure that you maintain your internal balance and continue to do the work spiritually, so that as this person is growing, the two of you come together and you help one another to evolve. The number 2 is standing out pretty strong here right now. And then you also have relax. So if you're dealing with financial issues, you don't want to be in lack mentality. You want to come out of survival mode energy. And so a lot of your healing work is going to consist of focusing in on doing the work to clear out any emotional blockages that might cause you to attract situations that that project the energy of lack, or that causes blockages to your finances. Whatever is in your mind that's blocking it, like any fears of not having enough or not being able to attract work situations or stepping into your calling, and attracting abundance, you want to clear that out spiritually. I'm also seeing forgiveness. So if you have any unforgiveness in your heart, you want to be intentional about healing and forgiving that person, forgiving yourself. And then suffering in silence. It feels like if the two of you are not really able to openly communicate the way that you desire to communicate, just know that sometimes it's better to be silent than to be in the energy of combativeness, because it's harder to forgive and to actually move forward in a positive direction when you're constantly re-inflicting pain on the other person. And so it feels like, instead of feeling as if you are not able to speak your truth, just use it as an opportunity to go within and to find your own personal peace and balance here, and to relax, maybe get edified, read some books, focus on something that's going to be um balancing for you internally. And so that's what I'm seeing here. I have unleash your kindest self. Okay. So open up your heart chakra and allow yourself to express the kindest version of who you are, because it benefits you, okay, in many ways. It actually waters and nurtures those seeds that you're planting in the spiritual realm and those things that you want to grow and attract to you. But it also allows you to stay highly vibrational, and it's beneficial to others around you when you are the best version and the kindest version of yourself. It doesn't hurt anyone in that situation. Of course, you establish healthy boundaries and you don't get, you're not so passive, but kindness doesn't mean passive. You still recognize that, okay, when you have to set those boundaries, you set those boundaries, but don't allow it to block off your heart, is what I'm saying. To the point where, if you are naturally a very caring and kind person, um, don't allow someone else's lack of healing to cause you to get off balance, so much so that you just become rigid and bitter in your energy, and so guarded that you just you practically refuse to express love, because you don't want to seem too vulnerable or like you're a pushover. Don't let anyone cause you to step outside of your nature because of their lack of healing at the time. So I love you all. I hope this message brought you some clarity for the soulmate unions of 2023. And again, if you want a private reading, email me. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all next time.